Well, it has indeed been a little bit, but I'm back from vacation. And I don't think there's any need to wait. Aged since you started this game. Really? In what way? Tell me more. Now I'm curious. Alright, I gotta warm up again. Well, a lot changes in 17 years. Okay. It's not actually been 17 years. Let's not have future viewers think I actually took a 17-year vacation. First of all, my setup and my voice and everything would have changed. And second of all, I don't know second of all. No, it's definitely been 17 years. Alright, I forgot that attack. Okay, well, I can't do the enchant there. He feels slower than I memory, but yeah. Hello there, Bass. I hope you're doing terrible, because I feel like you like to feel terrible. Because I'm actually wanting you to feel great. But I think wanting you to feel great makes you feel terrible. So, ooh, nice orangey sky. I don't know if that made sense. Bonk. Bonk. Oh, what? Okay, we got you down once. Okay. Okay, well, that was not very well done by me. Well, do I feel terrible? Been coughing for days. Oh no. Yeah, Bass had grown old. He like 52 now or something. Political violence. What hasn't changed is Alpha's max HP. It certainly hasn't. What has changed though is that I'm starting to get uncontrollable desires for other games. In particular Factorio. But I don't want to disappoint Elden Ring. I think I'd enjoyed Elden Ring more if I wasn't at this boss right now. I shouldn't tank that. I couldn't see what he was doing. Oh, that? Okay, well that second hit is too fast. Wow, it's almost like this is taking really long for some reason. Some strange, unknowable reason. Almost as if I warned you about this outcome or something. You wouldn't spoil me like that, JJ. I know you're joking. You respect my autonomy to ruin my own game. Nah. I didn't want to do another. Badong! And we're getting one free hit in there. One more free hit. Nope. I don't like... Yeah, I knew you could do another quick hit. Oh, I thought you would stagger there. That was just great. Okay. It's coming back. Bonk. Yeah, it is. But I warn you that if you do this, it'll be unfun, and when it's unfun, you won't want to play it. I'm afraid clairvoyance makes spoilers IRL inevitable. Yeah, it's such a burden, really, JJ. I'm glad I'm not burdened with the amount of knowledge and foresight that you have. Well, this boss is definitely, well, I don't want to say definitely, probably doable. without... What? How did that hit me? The splash on the fire is the worst part. I don't like it. You usually like to do another hit after that. What? There's some weird hitbox on the rear hooves on that attack for some reason. I mean, I tried calling the last election, but they just jailed me, banned me for IRL spoilers. Wow. You must be... Are you the guy who just bought 6 million on the AMD stock? Shortly before it was announced that OpenAI is buying like 10% of AMD or something ridiculous like that? That must have been you. Everybody thought it was insider trading, but it's just you being so smart and knowing the future. Yeah, we can keep dancing here. No, I only use your powers for good. Surely that's what you said. Come on! When are you gonna bonk? Okay, he just does not want to break there. No, I only use my clairvoyance for spoiling elections and also you. That was probably just inside attack. I know you know the truth and you're hiding it. So here's what I'm expecting to happen. I'm gonna struggle a lot, but I'll eventually defeat this guy. But there will be some sort of like MacGuffin that I need to get to actually where I want to go, which is the base of the tree. What? You can just do that fire attack while I'm in front of you? Who allowed that? How did that not hit me? Well, I'm not gonna complain. Oh, that was the long attack. He was... Yeah, he was lifted so long, I should have seen that. You could beat Elden Ring at level 1, you're just not good enough. The truth I'm hiding is that I've been lying this whole time. Miyazaki personally? Miyazaki personally? Is that what JJ is? Is that the truth JJ has been hiding? That he is Miyazaki? He's actually living in Japan. He's actually my neighbor. Oh, I sure hope Miyazaki has a better apartment than I do. Actually, do I? Am I enjoying the game enough? Maybe hacks like him deserve to live in places like I do. No, you ask who allowed this boss to do this fire attack while you're right in front of them. I'm inside you. No, JJ, you can't be. I've seen you. These walls are not thick enough. Sorry that came out. I just wanted to make a joke about Japanese walls being really thin and cheap. Though technically I've only seen a camera view of you, so you could be a 2D character. So I guess you could be inside my walls. You know, that would work. I can't believe Alpha can't fight back. What was that attack? I don't know. Okay, we're gonna do the fire exchange now. I don't like that attack. Do a different one. Oh, I don't like the fire either. I hate this. I hate the proximity fire. That one I really hate. Oh, that was... Well, the frames on these... On the... When you're like not wearing any armor, the frames are really good. The dodge is so reactive, it's like all powerful. Yeah, don't shockwave me. How are you not breaking there? Okay, I was too greedy. Against me, I mean, not this horseman. Who'd have thunk? Fat rolling may not be the move. Well, it allowed me to tank a lot of hits, right? I think you, or at least somebody else, admitted themselves that they were surprised at how many kinds of attacks I was surviving with a sliver of health. In fact, I myself was so surprised that I'm kind of expecting there to be some kind of one-hit protection system, or at least mitigation system. What? I should have rolled forwards. Can we please have you break for me? Oh, I expected you to break there. I should not expect him to break. I just should not try to predict that. There's clearly some variation depending on which animation or which side I hit him from. And I can't factor that all in. I instead remember someone's comment about how they were surprised fat rolling ain't so bad. Yeah, that is my comment. I feel like fat rolling is not so... I feel like fat rolling is still very powerful. Like, the roll in this game is so strong, even the fat roll is good. Oh, what? I did not predict that attack pattern. But yeah, this is the problem of Naked 1 HP is we are very much vulnerable, and I need to execute very low error rate execution is required to get through the boss fight. Does it have the same iframes as mid-roll? I don't know. Oh, maybe you looked it up by now. What? How is that a fair attack? I did not expect to be able to do that. I did press roll there. I just pressed it too early and it didn't get through. I can't be that greedy. More recovery frames means fewer iframes over time and also less ability to react or correct errors. Duh. Yeah, but I will make that trade if it means I can survive hits and use my... Because now my Estus, it's not Estus, my Flask of Crimson Tears is useless. Like, it's literally useless. Oh, I knew you were trying to do that. You are mean like that sometimes. Okay, I'm not gonna be greedy on that. We're just gonna be the patience personified. Also not gonna be greedy on that. Yeah, I didn't like that pattern over there near the rocks. I rolled the wrong direction. Oh, he turned way more during that than I thought. Okay. I do remember making that comment last time, though. I do remember now saying that this horse, it just can turn on its hind legs. I don't know. Like these things always feel frustrating when you fight them a little bit. Like, why can the horse just turn like that? But then again, I have never fought. Like I don't have any chance to fight the boss when it can't do that. Maybe they actually tried to do the boss without turning like that. Maybe it just felt awful. Maybe it genuinely didn't feel like a good fight. And so that's why it does the very much turning. Because I think the game actually, you could argue, has enough enemies that have like a... I cannot recognize what the previous attack... I cannot recognize... Maybe it's just I shouldn't attack from that position at all. Maybe that's a good enough shortcut. And actually the thing we need to practice is phase 2. Excessive mobility and tracking for bosses is just the base enemy design. Yeah, but my thing is we don't know how these bosses would feel without that. Maybe they would feel really silly. I'm gonna always try to hit the rear here. That seems to be like the safest spot. He says and hits the front. Okay. Couldn't hit you there. It's fine. No, I'm not gonna go for greed here. Oh, what? You were doing a frontal attack. You just mid-attack decided to do it backwards. Okay, well. I gotta recognize that now as well. What? That is a pattern I still don't get, why he can suddenly do the fast hit there. That fast swing is the problem. Because I can't get an attack in between. I guess I don't really know if watching this. Well, I guess nobody's also gonna be watching this as closely as I'm watching my own fighting here. I don't really know if it comes across like how surprising some of the attacks are for me. Like I might as well just be claiming, ooh, I died, therefore this was a surprising attack. Oh, I dodged that from melee. He is poised, my lord. He did not break for a very long time there. Okay, he's going to do Electro Man. Alright, we broke him as Electro Man, that's very good. Problem is I don't know Electro Man moves. Like that one. That combo is definitely a lot longer than it used to be. Okay, well, we poise broke him again. I do not want you to do... No! Okay, I just don't know the moves. I just don't know the moves. Okay, well, that was a good attempt, though. We got him down to, like... what was that? 25%? I would say that was a lot of luck, though. I think I had some very well... like... very well timed poise breaks on him. Is that what it's called? Poise break? Stance break? Like, those really helped in the phase 2 there. Oh, what? Okay, well, we might as well get burned. That was not intentional to get burned there. But the shield hit me there, which didn't do before. Well, this boss is definitely doable, as we already knew. Everybody already knew. It's just quite hard. It's just quite hard. I wish they wouldn't be so strong. Yeah, don't do that. I'm also gonna stay next to him. What? No. Okay, I don't know how to dodge that attack. I felt like I must be rolling too early there. There's always this problem when I'm rolling away from attacks. It's actually a lot harder than rolling through and into the attack. Because the amount of time you spend inside the hurt box is much longer in the first case. Don't do that. Don't do that. What? What weird attacks are we doing here? Oh, it's the big one. Ah, I knew the big one could be followed by a fast one. I actually knew that. But I was too greedy. Oh, I thought he would go for Electro Man. He didn't. I have not actually played Helldara, so I can't comment on Wummer's egging on the Helldara's underground bug tracking. I assume it must be terrible. But Helldivers is not by Miyazaki. Surely. That doesn't make sense. That one is clearly a Western game. Clearly. Oh, I rolled too late. Okay, don't like that attack. The development cycle of this game is terminally idiotic. Okay. The rat. Oh, is that what the actual rat from Strongholds had? I don't know which rat you're talking about. Miyazaki? Is Miyazaki a rat? Oh, Kaiser. Okay. I hate that attack! That's now my least favorite attack suddenly. Oh, that was too early roll. It's just beautiful watching two Germans trying to communicate. I was in the shower while you were talking, but re-tracking. I think Gyobu Masataka Oniwa in Sekiro moves like a real horse and it works. But that's a hyper-mobile game and has a massive arena. Don't think it'd work here. Pretty sure there's only one German here. And it's not Nev, because Nev is Russian. Oh, I couldn't get the second in because I was an idiot. Okay. Okay, we're doing fire dancing. I was expecting the fast hit. I didn't dodge it. Okay, we're not getting a poise break this century. Okay, we got a poise break. Get a heavy hit. Okay, well, it's the... I don't know. I don't even know how to call these swings. Let's give them some names. It wouldn't do not have proper... What the hell's that sentence? It wouldn't do to not have proper credentials after all. I wish I knew enough Russian to read that, but I don't actually. I rolled too early. Wolf, I thought you played Dota. You should be able to read that. What is... It's a... It's something... Grvjet? Something Grivjet? I don't know. That doesn't make sense. But that's a big gamma, isn't it? So that must be G. That's a rho. Oh, that's a big pi? Okay. I guess it looks a little bit like a big pie. Ah, I even lost my shield over this shame. Oh, shield is for scrubs. I guess we're doing fire. What? I rolled away 3 rolls and it wasn't enough distance. Okay, I should not roll away. Even though it's a kind of scary attack, I should just roll through it. Oh, it's the Wolfman! I want to go and do the mission with the Wolfman. Maybe I should do that first, but I feel like this boss is possible and it's kind of like blocking the progress here. Hey, somebody say something positive. Like, just tell me anything positive that's happened in your life. Bass? That's your call. I shouldn't assume Bass is around. I knew you were gonna do the fast one. Ah. Bastard, he caught my shield. The damn fire attack. Okay, we're doing Lightning Man. Can we not do that? Oh no, there's these lightnings on the ground. And one of them just... Okay, I guess if he raises his shield, I just need to be rolling, rolling, rolling. And hope I'm dodging the lightnings randomly. I don't actually know what to do. I can clock out of work in half an hour. See? That's the positivity we need. Positive? Beat the Draconic Tree Sentinel and Melina might be willing to talk with you. I think Melina is quite desperate to talk to me at this point. But I only subscribe to one philosophy. And it's not involving Melina. Oh. I couldn't dodge because I was so greedy with my attacks I was out of stamina. Hey, I was thinking. Completely unrelated, I promise. What was the name of the really nice guy in Disco Elysium? Ah, the shockwave got me. She hasn't changed her tone once. You're the one coping it just... But what's with the guy in Disco Elysium? Oh, I don't want to spoil... No, it's not a spoiler. That guy is relatively early. But I'm trying to remember his name. Was his name Nailhead? Nailtooth? No, it wasn't Nailtooth. Kim Kitsuragi. Obviously Kim Kitsuragi is really nice. Even though I called him Katsuragi, because Kitsuragi is not a real name. No. Oh, Measure Ahead. Measure Ahead. Right. That was the name. I hope he's doing fine. I hope Measure Ahead is doing fine. I should replay Disco Elysium. Do not buy Disco Elysium anymore. It's supporting bad people apparently, although I don't know the story and I haven't verified it, so I shouldn't. I should not just repeat that. I was out of stamina because greed kills. You know what? Greed kills. I knew there was a fast hit coming there. Also, I knew you would break there. I was very greedy there. And Vomer is asking a long question, which is too long to read during the boss fight. You're gonna go Electro mode. Oh, well, that's very good. Oh, that is not very good. I'm not staying there. What? You're just calling down... I was outside of the lightning. Okay, well, we learned that now. Have you encountered a West End game with a Japanese character whose name is a joke or a pun just to Japanese speakers? That is an oddly specific question. I guess no for... How many West End games have... No, let me think actually. I'm trying to think whether the character... But I can't remember the name of the character in X3 Reunion. There is a character with a Japanese name. And the game is German. I do not know... I do not recall her name being a pun. But I also do not recall her name, so... Somebody find out what's the name of the annoying woman? No, her name is something Ko. Saya Ko. No, that's kind of like, that's not Chinese. It's being salty. That's more Chinese, I mean, that's not Japanese. Then there are a lot of ships that are named with Japanese names, but... They're not characters, so I guess they don't count in Boomer's book. I do want to play more X3, but for some reason this game is keeping me very bit. I hate proximity fire attacks. Can we not do them, please? Yeah, I don't like your rear attack. That range gets so large because it's like he turns around so much on his horse. Yeah, I knew you were gonna go for the back hit there. Yeah, I'm not that dumb anymore. I am not that dumb. And now you're gonna go for lightning. Okay, I could not time that roll very well, but I should. It's very telegraphed. Weep ships have Irish names. Weep ship have Irish names? What? That must be a franchise I haven't watched. Irish ships, that's not... It's actually surprising, like, how underdeveloped Ireland was compared to the rest of the Europe for a long time. I did not watch Full Metal Panic. It's definitely a name I've seen, and I considered watching it, like, I don't know, when I was watching anime, basically. When I was looking for animes. When my process of finding good animes was very unoptimal, and I rarely found any good ones. I was just randomly watching whatever I could find. To have that amount of time again, huh? And Full Metal Panic looked interesting because it seemed like sci-fi, but I don't know, it didn't really ever appeal enough to like get me to actually watch it. Wait, weren't there like multiple ones? Wasn't there like... I'm pretty sure I went on vacation and Alpha was already at DTS. Yeah, but I also went on vacation, Hamster. I'm sorry I'm not allowed to have a vacation. You know what? I went to a nice place for a vacation. I stayed in Japan. It was mostly my family's vacation. I was guiding them around. How is that the hitbox? Miyazaki, please. It's been 40 years. That's been a hell of a vacation we've been having. I completed Elden Ring, so I'm allowed vacation. Damn, that is some solid logic. I can't really refute that. Well, there goes my vacations. Oh, that is so delayed. Sometimes I can roll for it, but I think if I'm too close, then it just hits the ground and the splash. I just kind of mistime the roll. What? Not the melee fire. I hate the melee fire. Always gets my shield for free. But telling you a way to kill this boss easily that you won't use be considered a spoiler. I don't know. That is... I mean... Usually things are all connected, so telling me one thing often spoils some other thing. That's more like... That is the actual reason why I'm very strict about spoilers, is that most people are too dumb to realize the implications of the things they're saying. And even the jokes they're making. But I trust you to not be that dumb, so... Okay. Relieve your spoiler needs in Sombra's DMs? Oh, is that a reference? Are you relieving your spoiler needs in Sombra DMs? Is that what you're doing, Neff? I'm not playing Lost Ark. Ah, he's a troubled man, okay, hamster? Let's not make light of that. Oh, the fast hit? I do not agree with the fast hit there. Isn't the fault in that? Probably. Always is. Always has been. Ah, that was a quick overhead. That's the dangerous hit. Sombra is the spoiler devil, the leader of people who spoil. He cannot help himself. Oh, is she holding a baby? I didn't see that in real. But I've only seen that boss like that enemy like once, I think. I think I was out of stamina because of greed. I should not be so greedy. We need that shield for the later phase. The way to cheese this guy is to run to the stairs behind him and then just cast poison mist over and over. It doesn't aggro the boss for some reason. Oh, okay, that is hilarious. Ugh, I didn't want to go for the second hit there. That was just me being stuck in the animation. Just like you're stuck under my cudgel. Ah! I was great. I did a jump attack. Okay, what? No, I am using the I'm using the extra stamina recovery trinket. I think that's still a good one. I'm sure Miyazaki had his plans with making poison aggro not aggro this boss. Right, that was much cleaner. Took a little bit longer, but much cleaner. I wanted to roll there. Don't do that in melee. Ah, the delayed shield. Gotta focus on the shield delay when I do that. That's the technique for low-skill people that couldn't be arsed. There's also a speedrunner version of different cheese that I won't tell. Different. Don't tell me about cheeses I can't have. Well, technically I can have cheeses, they're just extremely expensive. Ah, I wish I was rich. Do I really wish I was rich? I clearly don't wish I was rich strong enough that I do anything about it, so I mildly wish I was rich. Oh, I can't see it. You're gonna... Nope, that wasn't a fire attack. I expected... Alright, you're breaking again? Maybe we're getting to phase 2 here. Oh god, that is a terrible spot to be in. The problem is I need to recast my spell thing here. Okay, you're doing that now. Ah. I was too greedy there. Imagine living in a country with cuisine as poor as Japan, where only edible dish is noodles with chicken. Oh wow, that is a hot take. Why haven't you married that rich heiress? Oh, that is a good idea, Anon Finn. You wish you were rich enough to not have to think about money. Obviously because she was a woman. You know what Alpha's opinion. Look, let's not keep pretending I'm the worst misogynist there is, because I'm not. I don't even know where that rumor started. No, there's the opposite rumor that Kaladin is starting. Wait, was that a moon there, or was that just a weird clip? I'm not sure I've seen the moon in this game. Because you usually only see the giant tree and clouds. You are not the worst misogynist there is. You are a misogynist there is. I'm not actually a misogynist. Ah! Oh man, that was... You refuse to talk to any woman unless they're blue. Unless they're blue. Yeah, I did talk to that woman. Although she was no longer in a woman's body. So... Well, I guess if she still identifies as a woman... What kind of misogynist am I? What kind of misogynist am I? I don't know who Asari is. What? Oh, I should remember. I should remember. The long hit is followed by the fast overhead swing. Would Asari be fine because they can play both? Okay, let's not go there. What game are Asari from? That sounds like a Mass Effect race or something. I don't know. Oh, Asari are the female only. How does that work? Why are they female? Okay, now I do kind of want to know. What's the lore there? Are they really female if they're just one? Like, if they're not sexually dimorphic, because they do not have any sex, are they really female? Like, bacteria aren't female or male, they're just bacteria. Now, if the answer is someone was horny and wanted to make a race of only women, sure, that is an answer. What weird delayed attack was that? They have breasts constantly growing through. Please tell me you made that up. I've never played Mass Effect, and I always had it clocked away as like, it's kind of a well-made game I should maybe play. Alpha, I've showered, had a phone call, and gotten on the road. And you're still at this. Did you expect me to beat this horse boss in like half an hour? Anyway, any boss you beat on such a short notice is not worth the name. Hold up, since when is JJ like? I have revived him with this gameplay. Okay, you're gonna do fast overhead swing. No? Okay, you're doing fire. What? Oh, I was trying to dodge there. Alpha, there are a lot of bosses in Elden Ring. Yeah. And I hated all of them, they were just like pushovers. They reproduce by mind melding with anything and everything and combining their genetics. Read Horny Alien Space Babes from Galaxy. Jesus Christ, that is the worst writing I've heard of in a long time. I thought people said Mass Effect had great writing. I did not know what kind of people said that. Ugh, I lost my shield because I was disappointed. Yeah, they could totally play a horror role. Except they're all like 36, 22, 36 and down to fuck 20%. Okay. I mean, I already... Like, you might think I hate women. But... alien... rubber-forehead women... that are only designed to be sexually pleasing... or like titillating for the viewers... a lot worse than human females. Can you stop trying to fire at me? Don't worry, Alpha. Krogans have 4 balls, so you would be right at home with it. Great. I don't know why everyone defends BioWare as some sort of bastion of Western writing. Yeah. Yeah, so... new and interesting ways. Stop true innovators in the realm of fucking up their own writing. Standards were lower when Mass Effect first started. I don't know. I mean, if you actually wrote... Well, first of all, the thing is like, ooh, we need to have all these aliens, but also we don't want any of them to look actually alien or uncanny. Like, I don't know if Mass Effect does that. The ones I like know from how they look kind of humanoid. And you can argue like, ooh, convergent evolution, but yeah. When you're in a video game hating competition and your opponent is Hamster. They have like 2 or 3 actually alien races probably, and most are played for cheap laughs until the actual end of the series. Yeah, I really dislike sci-fi with that sort of thing. Like, then just don't pretend you're trying to go for sci-fi. Make like a... Make it, cute little animal characters that you just do whatever. But don't just, this is like these awful, like, 1950s horror movies where, like, they came to abduct our woman or something. This is always the plot point, apparently. Oh no, we kind of, like, did this thing. Also, this is horrible. Okay, we need to dodge when he does the... Let's re-enchant just to have it. Oh, he can still do fire in this phase. Oh, not that. I hate this attack. I know that was greedy, but I went for greed. I was just rolling all the time there. Rolling all the time. Anyway, if I have a shield there, I think phase 2 is doable. Also, too much chat went by, I couldn't look at things. There's like, blah, blah, blah. You're a legendary hater, Hamster. It's true, it's true. There's like 2 throwaway lines about Asari presenting physically female of whatever race is looking at them, appearing different to each race, but that's never expanded upon or remarked upon, because it would require more effort. If I drop as an item, do I have orange text? Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's an insane level of telepathy. They're coming for our precious bodily fluids. If you had extra health, I think phase 2 is doable too. Wow, thanks. Here was trying to feel good about myself. Don't look at chat. No, I want to look at chat. I mean, I don't want to look at this game, and I especially don't want to look at my performance. I know I'm struggling a lot with this game. And that's, oh no, I messed that up. I usually go for a big hit there. Yeah, that was just greed. I was out of stamina. I couldn't roll. I knew you were gonna do the... Ah, yeah. Chat is temporary. We'll be fighting this tree Sentinel forever. Oh, that's your problem. You're playing with your eyes closed. Yeah, no, not. I wish I could make that excuse, but I really can't. I mean, I feel like this boss is definitely. We're getting there. We're definitely in. I might have seen enough that one good attempt kills him territory. Without needing like ridiculous. That was just greed again. The greed of trying to get that first poise break too quickly. I should be more patient. I keep telling myself that, but you're gonna do a fast hit. Yep, I know that. I know you. Okay, I didn't know that. I believe in Alpha. We conquered Spoopy Noodle Man. Spoopy Noodle Man was not actually that hard. Perfumatricia and the Misbegotten Warrior on the other hand. Now I'm looking forward on the video essays and the hours of footage of people struggling to fight those two. Oh. I can only imagine the Reddit threads full of people discussing those two. Also, I lost my shield already. Don't tell JJ, he's gonna be angry. Ah, okay. I'm so angry. When you finish this game, will you release a commemorative perfume? Is this shield in the room with us? This shield? I wish it was in the room with me, yeah. I wish I had 2 shields though. I really wish. It clearly says a small 1 on our flask there. So there's a strong argument I should be trying to do like some side quests or exploration in easier areas to get more charges of this. Technically I think they told us that these baubles are also goodbye shield, also goodbye life, are mostly distributed near minor earth trees. So I should look again at all the earth trees I've not finished. Because I'm not sure I've found baubles at all of them. Or maybe to get more levels. Nah. I mean, I'm not against getting levels. I just don't want them from Melina. Avoid nerd trees. Alright, let's avoid them. Actually, Ananfin, I should commend you. You've been one of the most loyal viewers of this run. You must really like it. I think you appreciate my art. Maiden lies and trickery, indeed. Like that. No, I didn't like that either. Oh, there goes the shield. Alright, we're in Thunder area. Okay, we got that. That was the first time we dodged that attack. Oh, not the fire. Alright, I'll take a poise break. It's a bit more damage in. I wish I had a shield. Did I mention I wish I had a shield? Oh, I don't like this attack. I also don't like being in these trees. Can we fight in the open area? No! Ooh. What? That was a double lightning! I dodged the first one. Did you see that? Someone call the ref. Appreciate the awful. Also, it's an illusion. Most of the time I'm only here for the little bit. Yeah, me too. Ref says it was a clean hit. God damn it, Ref. Why did I make Ref the ref? Refari. I thought you were on my side. Okay, let's not be greedy. No! Don't fire me. The recording tree Sentinel gets arrested. Monty Python. They overdid that joke a bit though. If you watch one of those episodes, it happens so... I know that they made it a running gag, but... Come on. You gotta have some variety left. Alright, let's get bonked. Okay. Alright, we gotta back off from the thunder zone. No! I lost the shield to the fire! I'm an idiot. Have I mentioned that I'm an idiot? Bonk. Let's re-enchant while we can. No. Thunder Zone. I don't want to live in the Thunder Zone. Oh, I don't know that attack. Okay, and now... No, I died to the punish because I was way too greedy there. Okay. You thought I was on your side? That can only be your fault. Are you telling me Monty Python overdid a joke? How dare you, sir? Ooh. Alright, well, that felt really good, actually. That actually felt like I was doing it. It's been an hour and 10 minutes on this stream, and we are dancing with the boss. Now, I would take quite a large percentage that I will beat this boss before 6-hour mark. Oh, I was so low on stamina there. Oh, I couldn't see what he was doing. Not the proximity fire, sir. I do not like that. I wouldn't guarantee that I do it within 1 hour, but 6? 6 seems rather doable. So I do that, and then I re-enchant, because otherwise I can't get the re-enchant. Oh, we're already in the electro phase. The greed! I was out of stamina. Don't do that. Fire. Fire. Yeah, I'm not hitting him. Fire. He wants... Oh, not that attack. Oh, I have not been in that particular distance on that particular attack. Okay, that's a giant wave. I mean, usually I just stay close to him, or I'm far enough away from him that he does his ranged attacks. I mean, I wouldn't call that a bad attempt either. It's also just annoying if he goes to, like, into the tree segment of this area. Because then it's just harder for me to move around and to see what he's doing. That delay is different from the other delays. Ugh. Ah. Consume scatter tree fragments at sites of grace to increase your scatter tree blessing. What? What? What kind of hint was that? Have I forgotten about whatever mechanic that was referring to? Don't worry, that's much later. Yeah, I would assume, because I have no idea what that's referring to. I was rolling there. Not at the right time. Right, how about you get bombed? I'm pretty sure you're gonna go lightning mode now. Mistimed the roll there. But I mistimed the roll because I came out of a very greedy attack pattern. I can't do that many attacks on the transformation. Oh, what? You do the quick attack there? I thought I was safe because I had stamina left, but clearly I wasn't. Let's go a bit more into the middle of the arena again. Let's go back to the middle of the arena by pushing you there. Well, that did not really push you in the direction I wanted to push you. Oh, let's re-enchant. Lightning area. Lightning area into fire is a little bit nasty. Not impossible, because technically I think I can see where the lightning strikes will hit. I just don't trust myself to be able to dodge his attacks and the lightnings. I think I could gamble. I think actually the chance of hitting them doesn't seem that high. But I should just have a safer strategy because... What? Okay, well, I thought I could just move past, but for some reason I couldn't. I should have rolled there for safety. Well, it's this constant optimization between... You're starting to feel like you understand the patterns better, so you feel like more secure in when to attack. But that also creates greed, and greed gets punished. It seems to always like go a bit to the left, yeah. I don't know how that attack hits me. Alright, that was the return one. Well, I didn't like the area where he was anyway. I hope you're all having a fine Tuesday. What? Yeah, that was a bad loss of my shield. But then again, every loss of my shield is bad. Ugh, quick punish. While I still live in breath, it is not a fine Tuesday. I'm assuming this is phone JJ and he wanted to write while I still live and breathe. Did you just assume my time zone? I kinda did. But this is one of the times of the day where it's the most uniform. Like New Zealand is now already slipped over into the next day. But even places like Hawaii are now on the same day as me. At least for the next half an hour. Okay, this is a horrible place you ran into. Neff in Hawaii when... Well, Neff would need to be in New Zealand. Or like Kiribati or some, like of the Pacific states. I guess... Like Sydney might already be over. Yeah, Sydney is probably already over. Like a pirate Yakuza. I knew you were gonna do that. Get some new tricks, old man. I'm participating in the new season of Survivor on the Fiji Islands. It's 2:30. Oh, Neff would get voted out so fast. Isn't there like 50 seasons now? I do occasionally hear people talk about that show. And how much people love that show. Oh man, I wanted to roll to the right, not to the left. Oh, and it's the invisible shield again. EU4MP has clearly proved that I have diplomacy in me. Did they? Oh, I was so... I don't even know when this happened. Were you advertising the EU4MPs in the... It must have been in the chat. Because this clearly predated Discord, and you're not on Discord. But where were you advertising the MPs? In the Twitch chat, right? Okay, well that tracking doesn't track what I expected. Because I was so incredibly worried the first time I joined these MPs. Because I was like, I'm gonna be so bad. I'm gonna embarrass myself in front of all of these cool EU4 pros. I'm gonna... Yeah. I don't know, I was also just stressed out because I didn't play... I never played any MP so big. It's been 20 years, yeah. Until that point. And you guys had already played multiple ones of those. But I had only recently found Jake's channel, so... Oh, the first one I joined was my first one, but... Also, I thought everybody knew each other except for me. So I felt like I was also at a disadvantage there. Okay, that was just greed because I was talking. Yeah. And if you want to, if you're currently looking for it, I was playing as oh god, what is that nation called? Oh, it's Northwestern Caucasus. I think it's Adiche. Circassia, yeah. Another word for it is Adiche. Yeah. Anyway, I was so worried about all the pros that are gonna play. And then there was Dr. Nitram playing Mongolia and just... Not Mongolia, I think Mongolia? One of the hordes, and just completely running that country into the, like, to a ridiculous extent. And that made me feel better. I don't think that was the MP where Bane... I don't think that was the MP where there was this mass showdown down in Africa. With Madagascar. I think that was the next one. Circassia. Imagine Nitro being Nitro. I DM'd Nitro my plans to kill him in my first EU4 MP by accident. That is hilarious. That is the... Oh man. Oh man, that is hilarious. Oh. I don't remember you joining though. I need Neff to pull out the old files. What? That delay was different. Extremely based, to be quite honest, yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Ah, the nostalgia. It was like second or third to last MP, really. Well, I can say about my first one, where I was Circassia. Man, Circassia. Circassia? Should I say Circassia? Circassia stinks. It has just nothing. And then I even conquered, like... I got like a decently well-positioned position. I defeated the Georgia player, who I think never again joined any of the MPs. And then there was Debroyage, who was playing AQ or QQ. And I think Sombra or Nev or somebody in Europe did like Prussia. And nobody should have allowed that to happen. I lost my shield again. The EU4 MPs were certainly more fast-paced than this. Wow. Don't diss Miyazaki for his design. Well, I'm currently playing, but... Yeah, Nev has the dogs there if you want to relive the glory. Brabant into Netherlands I have no memory of. Okay. Why did I bring this up actually? It was something about Nev. Oh well. And at some point, would you believe it, I got invited into a private MP game by Neff and Nikki. And we played Crusader... Did we play Crusader Kings? Is that how the story went? And I thought, man, this Nikki person is so funny. Nikki was also constantly missing the EU4 MPs because of oversleeping. Nikki no longer funny. No, Nikki is still very funny. I think Nikki is... I would watch Nikki streams if Nikki actually streamed a lot. That's a man called Epstein invited me to his island. Oh man. Release the NAV files. Ah man. Don't punish me when I'm greedy. I'm actually playing a lot worse ever since you started bringing up the EU4 MPs. Like, my mind is going places that are not helpful. Good old EU4 days. What? When does that hit me there? Well, I hope you're all doing fine. I'm also saddened to... Are you already back home, Hamster? I guess so. Because for a moment, it looked like there might be peace in the Middle East. But that was, of course, while you were on vacation. The second you return, all hopes of peace will be dashed away. Ah! That was a mad hit. Ref? Don't let him do that. What? I don't even know. Oh, he pushed me forward with the fun. Hamster this close to getting stuck in Cuxhaven. What? You think that's a funny name or something? Wasn't he flying from Munich? Or where was he flying from? No, he was flying from Paris, wasn't he? Nah. You think that's a funny name, he says. Well, in German it's called Cuxhaven. I was flying to Paris, then trains to Luxembourg, Brussels, daily trip to Bruges, Hamburg, and flying back from Berlin. Oh god, that certainly is a choice. What? That was faster than I expected it. Did you visit Worm? I assume you did not visit Worm. Oh, that is why you were in Hamburg. Okay, well, I guess you did visit Worm. Did you raid his Lego storages? You probably shouldn't. Yeah, I'm also not. No, actually, I like Lego, but I would not buy anything anymore. I don't have any space to store Lego. Anyway, speaking of which, we should aim to finish this fight so I can go to bed. I only do plastic models. Me or hamster? I don't do plastic models. That attack is still weird. That was the same attack, wasn't it? You can sit on your throne made out of canned soup and Lego. Actually, my family visited my home yesterday for the first time because we returned from my vacation trip to the northern Japanese Alps. And they were shocked at how small my apartment is. At least one of them. They were clearly trying to hide it, but they were shocked. I think a US person would be even more shocked. Because my impression is that every person in America just has a square mile they have to themselves. What is this? Why are you not breaking? There you go. Okay, you just punish me. Okay, but just punish me. I deserve to be punished. Didn't Avi say this is one of the few bosses they could imagine doing without getting hit? What kind of god gamer is Avi? Maybe I'm putting words into Avi's mouth. Maybe that wasn't Avi. Somebody said that. Yeah, he is quite predictable, but that last little bit of avoiding to get hit at all, that's costing me a lot of concentration and practice. As you can clearly see. I'm also just fighting sloppily. Maybe I shouldn't do these sessions this long. No, I don't want to fight that. Yeah. What? I was about to poise break you and you just perfectly interrupted me there. I mean, somewhat reliably, yeah. Wow, that is a terrible start. Terrible start. Oh man, I had to roll in a weird way because I was out of stamina. It lost me the shield again. I hate that quick attack. Consume revered spirit ash at site of grace to bolster your revered spirit ash presence. Oh, another super important hint. I'm sure we'll totally do that. Oh, I didn't get punished though. Get over here. He got me with the proximity fire. Well, not. The real reasons I was really fought by spray. That room looks cool. I also still need to figure out how to fix the damn crashes on my PC. Back to the middle. Oh, I was prepared for that. Alright, there we go, lightning phase. I was prepared for the fire there. I was rolling, blaming the PC, yeah. Nah, I mean, it didn't crash today, but it's just not fun when it can crash. And I can't afford it to crash for the Factorio challenge once I do that. I don't want to have to replace the motherboard though. And I don't want to have to replace the hard drive. And I don't want to have to pay for it. What Factorio challenge? Well, 100% achievements. On a Death World setting. In Space Age. I was out of stamina. And I was out of stamina again. What do you mean? The crashes just make it take longer, which by your logic is more fun. Not necessarily. I want the challenge to be valid. If I lose, like, time and I reload a save, that's kind of not in the spirit of it. I did run mem test, yeah. It didn't detect any problems. Oh, don't go there. Oh, we're really not poise breaking them now. We're even out of the spell here. No, that was just greed. I couldn't even see what hit me there. And you don't have an Intel CPU from the time when those were crappy. I do not have an Intel CPU. Did you consult a tech priest and apply these sacred unguents to your PC? No, I did not. There we go. Free damage. What? How do you get like a free hit that quickly? Also, your shirt looks ugly. I don't like your shirt. I don't like your shirt. You should get a better shirt maker. Ah. Okay. Breathe. No, I didn't get. Oh, I messed up a lot of the free hits I usually get. Oh yeah, I used your proximity fire to cancel my shield. I love it. By love I mean hate. And that was the delayed shield. His shield does damage. My shield blocks damage. We are not the same. Yep, I was out of stamina. Sure must be nice to have a lot of stamina. Please let me pass, dear Draconic Sentinel. I just want to get into this capital thing. See what it's all about. You know, see the sights. Okay, I thought I would not get hit there. I did. It's fine. I only lost my shield. I expected the fast hit and I rolled, and he did a slower hit and then he hit me. We can do this. Oh, that was greedy. Okay, he did a nice attack. The greed was not punished. Instead, it will reinforce bad habits. Okay, I don't know why that hit me. Okay, I don't know why that was part of a combo, but... I think it's the reason is... Oh, I can switch to... I can switch to tips with pressing A on the loading screen? Okay, I did not know that. I now wish I had a longer loading screen. Okay, we got another voice break. I'm gonna re-enchant. We're getting into Electro phase. We're doing fire. We're doing that. I didn't get a hit in. I finally got a little hit in. Ah, he can do the rear hit as well with that. Okay. We did get to phase 2 with a shield, though. That was pretty good. Parrying. Be in time with an enemy attack. B? Yeah, well, it's the skill. Oh, shit. Should have known that. Okay, I think my normal opening is better. Who is that lady? Fire. I think one problem I have still is in phase 2, I feel rushed. Ugh. Because I feel like there are attacks that I'm gonna die to, so I want to quickly do DPS. But that means I'm not as defensive. If only I could survive the hits. I wonder if speedrunners practice these things in like a god mode or something. Or if they actually try it directly on level 1 stuff. I rolled at the wrong time. This is very hard to time for me. Nope, just in autism. But I mean, it would feel like, for example, you want to practice this guy. This step right here, reloading, redoing stuff, it's just... I guess on the other hand, they probably have very consistent setups, so... maybe they don't have to learn all the attack patterns. Maybe they have a super consistent setup that just means... What? I can always get 2 hits in there. What? What? What did I do differently there? One, 2, roll, huh? Okay. That worked. Yeah, that's what I mean. They don't learn the attack patterns in the level 1 run. Yeah, but in a normal... if you have too much HP and damage in a normal run, you don't need to learn the pattern. You kind of have to intentionally learn the pattern, don't you? So that's what I mean. Like, I would assume, like, an enemy like this, you just don't learn the patterns as a normal player, because it just doesn't seem that hard. If I had, like... I mean, maybe I have a wrong estimate of how much more HP or damage people are getting. But it feels like especially more HP on this boss would just be... There's so many openings where I could just heal with a flask. It's not very fast. The fact that I cannot tank the hits completely removes the flask as a game element. And that's what's making this so hard to learn. I mean, it helps, sure. But you wouldn't need to learn them to such an extent. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure. What is that attack? What? I was on your left side and you still swing your hammer to your right side? I mean, I was in kind of a position that I'm rarely in. That was a good damage. No, let's not be greedy on the proximity fire. Too often I lose my shield for that. Okay, that was just greed. Okay, that was also just greed. I thought you would break, but you didn't. Alright, I'll give it one more attempt, and then I'm gonna call it for today. Because I don't think I'm improving that much anymore. I can feel I'm just getting very tired. Which really doesn't help. I feel like my reflexes are significantly worse than when I started. Okay, you don't want to be poise broken. I get it. Nobody wants to be poise broken. Okay. Okay, well that was that attempt, which was a terrible attempt. Which is a good enough sign for me to sign off. Leveling up. When you level up, you can spend runes to increase your attributes. Well, I wish I could. I wish I could. We're still in the capital outskirts. It's 80 hours. We'll get him next time. Exactly. We'll get him next time. I'm relatively confident that building the muscle memory will help you. And you always build the muscle memory in your sleep. Oh, because your cerebellum builds all those connections only in your sleep. Right now, all that knowledge I carry about the boss's pattern is only in the uselessly slow parts of my brain that require thinking, and I want them to be in the parts of my brain that are just doing. How does this boss compare to Perfume and Trisha so far? Oh, much more controlled. Much more controlled. This is purely a HP bar so long and my damage, my HP bar too short kind of problem. My family brought me some high-grade copium. Did I just say something that is a copium? Oh, the muscle memory thing? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Well, for now I'll sign off and we'll put that to the test next time. Have a good night. Oyasumi nasai. Gute Nacht to Bass specifically.